Hello everyone. Today we will speak about graph of the function of phi, function of phi. As we speak, we have an agenda for today. The agenda today is speak about the periodic function in real world and the graph of the sine function, and we will try to determine the amplitude and the domain and range and the periodic of this sine of the function of sine. Then we will speak about the shifting of this function and the stretch of sine function. Now, after that, we will solve some problems about this, and we will have homework, and I will see it. Everyone who will send it to me their homework. If you didn't see it, I will do a lot of things for you. Next one. As the first, we will speak about real life story, about our real life application, about if we have city like Reno in America and another city in Los Angeles, and we have the two angles. The first one is Reno in 40-degree north, while the Los Angeles is 34-degree north. And I give you the radius of the Earth is 6,400 kilometers, and I ask you to find the north-south distance between two cities. As the first, as you see in the picture, I will make a Reno city and Los Angeles city on the curve of the Earth, and will take the radius of the Earth as an initial site. If I try to get the angle between Reno and Los Angeles, it will be a 60 degrees. I make 40 minus 34, it will be 60 degrees. But you must remember the rule when I try to find the length of arc between 2 points on the circle. Called S equal R multiplied theta, but you must remember that the theta is the angle, this theta it must be in radian measures. The distance between two centers is S equal R multiplied by theta, 6,400 multiplied the radian measure of 60 degrees pi over 30, it will be 670 kilometers for the distance between Reno and Los Angeles, just for our first example. For the second, you must remember a lot of important rules. Like first one, converting between degree and radian. If I want to convert between degree and radian, to multiply degree, you must multiply degree measure by pi over 180 to make it by radian. And if I want to convert into degree, I will take the radian measure multiplied by 100 over pi. The second one, the length of arc, we speak about it before, S multiply R by theta, but you must remember that the theta in radian measure. The area of system, where A equal half R square multiplied theta, and we have a lot of rules for area of system. We studied it in our last semester. You can go back to check them in your PowerPoint if you have from last semester. About the periodic function, the periodic function we give here is for real numbers of x domain. I think about if the amplitude of if the behavior of the function is repeated after constant number. If you read about our function today, sine function, if we try to graph it, that's a sine function, I will take x by 0 and by over 6 and by over 4 and by over 3 and by over 2 and by 3 by over 2 and 2 by. I try to get the answer of them. I calculate sine 0, sine pi over 6, sine pi, and pi here will be 180, will be 180 over 6, and 180 over 4, and 100, and so on. I get the graph of function. If we study this graph of function, we will find our domain. We can use any number. There is no number we can choose in the sine of function. So the domain of the function from negative infinity till the infinity. That means the domain of function is very old, very number, as you see. And about the range, if I speak about the maximum point I reach from the graph of sine and the minimum point I reach to the graph of the sine of function, you will find it will be negative 1 and 1. Now the slope range will be from negative 1 slope to 1 slope. And this function is continuous, and I can tell you and I can tell you this function is symmetric about origin point. And if you mark a lot, you can see that if it's symmetric about the origin point, it will be an odd function, not an even function. If you remember the properties of function we studied before, we can say this function and you can study if it increase or decrease or monotony or anything else. Here so we say the function of time is odd function and its period is 2 pi and its domain from negative infinity to infinity and its range from negative 1 to 1 and its amplitude. What about the amplitude of this function? The amplitude of this function will be about the coefficient of sine of x. If you see, I write sine of x meaning 1 sine of x, so the amplitude will be 1 and we'll speak about this in next slide. But now we have an activity for this. If I ask you to graph y equals 5x and y equals 2 sine x and y equals 0.5 sine x, we have a three functions. I ask you to graph them. You can use GeoGebra or any other program to graph all of these functions. As you see, in this graph, after you graph them in GeoGebra, I make them by the sine x with pink and 2 sine x with blue and 0.5 with green. As you see, for each one of them, in sine x, the maximum point is 1 and the minimum point is negative 1. For 2 sine x, the maximum point is 2 and the negative 2. For 0.5, it will be the maximum point 0.5 and the minimum point is negative 0.5. That means if I speak about the range or maximum or minimum, I will look to the number in front of sine x, not to speak about the number behind the x or behind the angle. So very important for us to remember, if I speak about the range for the maximum or minimum, I will look to the number in front of sine x or cosine x or tan or anything else. Okay, so we can say the amplitude of this function is absolute value of a. If I the function is y equal a sine x or y equal a cosine x, for cosine also, they have the same graph but changes in shape. So the range will be negative a to a and the amplitude is a. And if I ask you to graph another three functions like y equals sine x, y equals sine 2x and y equals sine x over 2, x over 2 as an angle, not sine x over 2, all of this. From the graph, find the amplitude and the range and the period of the function. If you look to this graph, you will find the function is stretched. So if I were meaning of stretched, I speak about when it's stretched about the periodic of this function. The period is changed when I look to the number behind it or beside it. Number beside it is the angle. Okay, so the period here will be 2 pi over b. What I mean by b, I mean the number is 2 or 0.5 or 3 or anything else. So the period of any function, if it's sine or it's cosine, it will be 2 pi over b. From the graph you see from the function you see y equals sine dx. Activity number 3, if I ask you to graph y equal negative 2 sine 3x, but I will ask you here to get the amplitude. The amplitude of this function is what? The amplitude of this function is 2. And what about the periodic? The periodic is 2 pi over 3. If I ask you about the range, it will be range here. It will be from from negative 2 till 2, and both of them will be closed. Okay, about the translation, if I make plus or minus with x, if I make plus or minus with x to the angle, that meaning I will make shifting from shifting to right or shifting to left. If I make the function sine x out or 3 plus sine x to 3 minus sine x, it will be shifting up and down. Okay, now we have in activity number 4 three functions like y equals sine x minus y over 2, 2 plus sine x, and 2 plus sine x minus y over 2. If you can draw them, so I ask you in activity number 4 to grab this function and to determine the translation for this function. And we have a homework here about this function, and I ask you to grab this function to determine the translation and the amplitude and the range. And already we speak about it in our video, so I'll ask you to answer this homework and send the answer to me. Thanks for all of you. We'll see you with another video. Thanks for everyone. Now we will stop our video. Thank you.